So I got a letter a while ago. I'm going to have to do this one fast, by the way. But I got a letter a while ago. It is from a pharmacy and a pharmaceutical company stating that I might have been poisoned and my intestines might have really sharp and horrible stuff. And they might have done damage by accidentally putting stuff in my medicine from the machinery. And they notified me of this a year after they did it to me. And there's a number to call and all that, and I've done that. Anyways, so one of the things that you get when you call them is they talk about attorneys. You know, you should contact one. They don't provide you one, obviously, but yeah. So, well, and a doctor, obviously. I've done both of that. The attorney I'm still working on. Doctor I have, but slow as hell. They appointment, I see them, and then they push it out like 6 months. Or they say I can do it over the phone, but then they push out the in-person even longer. But I've been looking into this anyways. But I've been trying to picture what the next step will be, so that way I'm ready to take it. And because they have me waiting a lot of the time, and I call and call and call, and they get mad at me. I go down to see if there's more I can do, and they get mad at me. So I need to find stuff to do other than go down to the doctors, go down to attorneys, call the doctors. I got to do a lot more than that. But I'm on hold. I can't force the doctor to stop waiting. I only can call in the morning for openings and stuff like that. So at this point, I'm still trying to picture what's going to be my next best step. And one thing that came in my mind as I was just drifting off asleep was what I would like to kind of explain to the attorney is some of my aggravations and some of where I felt like I was used by this pharmaceutical companies. I mean, Renadine, I was given a whole bottle of Epicac. I was given a whole cocktail of pills during my childhood, so many. And then as an adult, I was poisoned with Renadine, and I was poisoned with Suboxone by them adding ingredients that were not supposed to be in it. They added poisonous and deadly ingredients to these medications and then sold them to an unknowing public. So how would I describe my feelings about them doing that and the pain that I have in my GI if it's from one of those two meds? Seeing as the first one, Renadine, is GI cancer, and the second one is steel shards, and my GI is the region that hurts the most. That and the seizures, but I can't blame them for the seizures. That's been going on for 25 years. I mean, obviously, if the pill was given to me in October 27, 2022, and my seizures started at like age 7-ish on, then that can't be the cause. But the GI is almost right on the dot, right with this stuff. With the steel shards. And it takes a long time for cancer to develop. So, as far as the 10-year-old Renadine being on it for another 10 years prior, all that is right on the timeline. So is the steel shards. And I got letters, but I got to make more photocopies of them informing me that this is the case. That's the only reason why I have this information. It wasn't like I got an ad on TV. No, they personally sent me a letter. Now, on top of all this, this is how I would explain it. I feel like I was used for the pharmaceutical companies to make a profit in the future by targeting me as an addict. I have problems with painkillers. I've been on painkillers before. I'm on a medication that's supposed to be a replacement for people coming off of painkillers. Yet, they put something in my pill, in my replacement that's supposed to get me off the painkillers, that's going to cause me pain for the rest of my life. Now, I'm pretty sure if all the people that have problems with painkillers and are coming off of them, I'm pretty sure if all the sober people that have got sober and that used to have a problem with painkillers, all were poisoned in their food with things like that, like glass shards or something that would cause them intense pain and might even kill them, that the doctors in the hospital would put them right back on painkillers right away. They'd probably get a morphine drip right away if you got glass shards in you. So, I do not believe that this was an accident. I believe that the pharmaceutical companies are being careless in this instance because they will make more profit now from doing this. Even though they have to pay out a lawsuit, if they didn't get caught, if nobody caught them, then they would have made more profits. They put something that would cause pain in a medication that's supposed to get you off of painkillers, where we wouldn't have to buy their painkillers anymore. So basically, I say, I don't want to buy your product anymore. I don't want to buy your Percocet anymore. So I go on another medication called Suboxone. Okay, but the Suboxone's laced with glass and steel from the machinery that I don't know about. Then I get sober. I'm on nothing. But I get intense pain. I start shitting blood, awful swelling, and I find out I got glass or steel inside my intestines. Obviously, I'm probably going to need some form of painkillers in the future. So now I have the choice of going right back to the people who started this circle in the first place and repeating it. And by repeating this circle over and over, by giving money to the rehabs, by giving money to the pharmaceutical companies that make the painkillers, and by giving money to the people who get you off the painkillers, you are giving an internal circle that literally makes millions for the people at the top already.